It's Red Wizard. If you came over here from the other channel, I appreciate you greatly. As I had said in a stream a couple days ago, which was like 2 hours long, I don't expect anybody to sit through that. In today's social media landscape, you open up Instagram and you see a video from Squirrel Connoisseur 69, and the video is like squirrel fun facts. I feel like in your mind you assume that their whole page is squirrel fun facts, right? So then you click on their page and it's like vlogs and shit, and you just don't care anymore. Well, see, I was trying to avoid that for my music. I didn't want people to find these videos of me rambling about nonsense and then be like, oh, your channel's about book reviews, or oh, your channel's about technology, and then click on my channel and see music and be disappointed. I did not want that to happen. So I've split my channels. My music stays over there, and my random bullshit rants come over here. Um, with that being said, today we're talking about AI. I know, terrifying subject, very taboo subject. It's gotten me in many an argument with tech bros. Tech bros, they've called me fat. They've called me um, fat. It's really the only thing they can say ever, pretty much. Um, but see, I love tech. I've been a tech nerd for most of my life, actually. Whenever I was in school, I job shadowed someone who worked at a tech company, and I used to like be super obsessed with trying to learn code, though I did kind of give up on it. I need to go back to that, honestly. But even to this day, I'm still a massive tech nerd. Maybe not so as much as I was back then, but I still, I love watching channels like Marquez Brownlee, and I love, your average consumer, and that whole like realm of tech YouTubers and stuff, and also Mr. Who's the Boss. He's one of my favorites that I've discovered recently. Um, like I actually, whenever I first started wanting to do YouTube, I wanted to be a tech YouTuber, but it's very expensive. But with that being said, as much as I love tech, this AI shit, like, first of all, let me be clear, AI means a lot of things. There are a lot of things that use AI. Okay, I'm not saying AI as an entire general concept is a bad thing. What I think is a bad thing is where we've gotten with AI, especially generative AI. Now, I want to talk about this from the perspective of an artist, okay? I am an artist. I make music. I'm a producer, and I'm a writer, and I edit music videos. And on top of that, I'm super into movies and film writing and stuff. So like, I write screenplays. What pisses me off about where we're at is people can AI generate music. People can AI generate their cover art, because I do that too. I make my own cover art. People can AI generate film scripts. Like, I used to write as a freelance writer for YouTube throughout like 2019 to 2022 or so, and I actually made a couple $1,000s doing that. And then whenever this generative AI shit came out, I stopped getting gigs because I mean people are like, "What's the point? What's the point of paying someone if I can just go get ChatGPT to spit out some bullshit?" And I'll tell you the point: ChatGPT ain't got shit on my writing skills, first of all. But also, I hate the laziness. I hate that people call themselves AI artists, and I'm sorry, you're not an artist. You didn't do anything. You told a computer what you wanted it to do, and then it did it for you, and then you acted like it was yours, okay? And even aside from there being, my opinion on it being creatively lazy, I would rather you make art that is bad, art that is sloppy and amateurish, because at least you did it yourself. But what is like really the main point that I want to make, that's what makes this so bad, is shit like this. There are so many articles that you can find, so many sources that you can find that talk of this exact problem right here. YouTube has become the unauthorized training ground for AI's next generation. Not only YouTube, but also music services like Spotify. These people, these companies are taking work from artists and content creators who have actually put effort and thought into creating these things that they want to create, and they have used it to train these AIs so these creatively bankrupt lazy people can essentially commit theft and then pat themselves on the back. I hate it so much. Not only do I hate the fact that these people seem to not understand that they didn't do anything. I had someone argue with me that, well, I probably couldn't get the prompt right to show what I wanted it to. Bruh, are you stupid? You're telling me all you had to do is reword a sentence a bunch of times until a computer spit out the visual image you wanted, and you think you created it? No, you didn't create it. The computer created it for you. And not only that, the computer created it for you by taking a disgusting amalgamation of other creators' work who actually created something and then blended it up in a Frankenstein artistic theft monster and spit it back out. And people argue things, well, what about like sampling? Isn't that theft? Well, no, because first of all, sampling is typically done with permission from the people who own the rights to the art, which this has not been done with permission for the most part. These AI companies are just training off of shit just because they want to without asking anyone. Even YouTube actually has a button where you can ask to be like not trained for these AIs, but the thing is they've already done it, so what does it matter? Sampling is also typically done with respect for the original creator, the original artist, and is also used in a way that is transformative. And AI, it's not like that. There's no consent from the original creator. It's not transformative because it literally just learns how to do their style and then copies it. Like, and there's such a difference between a human being inspired by someone and then creating something in a similar lane. I mean, I'm inspired by clipping. I'm inspired by Earl Sweatshirt. I'm inspired by Mac Miller. You know, if you hear bits of pieces of that sound in my music, if you could tell those are my influences, that's cool. But at the end of the day, like, I did still sit down and whip out my fucking keyboard and make those beats. Okay? I did still take out my camera and take pictures and edit them to make my cover art. Like, I did still think with my fucking brain and write the words that I wanted to write for my screenplays. Okay? You cannot replace that with a prompt and then have a computer do it for you by stealing from people like me who actually did the work. It's so disrespectful. Please, if you want to get into the world of art, just learn how to do it. It would be so... Not only do I think it would be less offensive to people who are already in those creative lanes, I think you yourself would find it more creatively fulfilling, because that's the beautiful thing about art, is that you get this idea or you get this feeling and you want to express yourself in some way, because at the end of the day, that's what art is expressing yourself, and a computer can't do that. And you sit there and you do the work. You make a beat that conveys the emotions you're feeling. You write lyrics that talk about what you want to talk about. You paint a painting that visualizes the feeling you feel. And by the time you're done, you feel this sense of creative fulfillment, this pride. You want to share it with everyone. You want to just look at it, listen to it, because, you know, it's you. It's you put into this artistic medium. And computers just can't do that. Computers will never be able to do that. And I've rambled about this topic a lot because I care about it very, very much. But if that doesn't sell you, let's also talk about this. Oh, the irony that whenever I Googled this, I got an AI overview where the artificial intelligence decided to snitch on itself for me. Artificial intelligence can have negative environmental impacts, including energy use, water use, e-waste, mining, climate change, natural resource depletion, bias, transportation, fossil fuel production, overconsumption. Yeah, see, at the end of the day, this right here, you know, AI overview, asking AI questions, I don't really feel like it's necessary. I mean, if you understand how a search engine works, you can usually get answers just as quickly. But this isn't really much of a bad thing. You know, it's not generative AI. It's just compiling shit to like give me a quick answer, which is whatever. But it's these problems that I can't get past. Now, as you can see, the AI itself actually has ideas, develop more efficient AI technologies, ensure proper e-waste management. Now, if we could do all of this stuff, I would feel a little different about it, I'm sure. I still would not be in support of generative AI, but like this type of AI, um, you know, it's I can see the use in it. Or like asking Siri questions, and she connects to Chat GPT to give you more in-depth answers. Like, I don't really feel like it's necessary, but it's less it's less offensive, I guess. Um, but see, the thing is, how likely is it that we do these things? I don't know if it's very likely. I mean, we've been talking about climate change for so long, and it took forever for most people to even believe it was real. Some people still don't, and even the people who do believe it's real, who have the power to change anything, don't. They don't care about it enough because it's not gonna affect them. I feel like it'll be a matter of time before the rich people fuck off to Mars and Earth is left as like the poor wasteland of the solar system. But I just had to talk about this because people act like I'm just like salty. I mean, I had someone on Threads come at me talking about why do people prefer AI art to yours then? Well, first of all, it's a popularity thing. AI is a worldwide phenomenon. I'm some random fucker from South Carolina. Like, I don't think it really means much if people prefer AI to me. Most people don't know who I am. And even if they did know who I was and still prefer AI, I don't care. Like, a lot of people are in support of AI. And a lot of people like to use little stupid gotcha moments like that. Well, but the AI is better than you. Whatever. At the end of the day, I'm not even talking about the quality of the art. If you AI generate some lyrics and you think with all of your heart that they're better than my lyrics, cool, don't care. Still, energy use, water use, e-waste, mine, and climate change. Yeah, you see the list here. And still, it got good enough to be better than real artists because it was trained off of those real artists. I just cannot understand how people do this shit and call themselves artists because you're not. You are lazy. You are creatively bankrupt. You are literally stealing from actual artists. And if anyone is watching this who does AI art or uses AI in their creative process, I hope that this video will make you reconsider and that you learn to do whatever it is that you're using AI to cut corners with. And I promise you, once you learn to do it, you will be proud of yourself, you will be more creatively fulfilled, and you may even have better results. Because honestly, sometimes in the creative process, being bad at something or being not perfect at something, I mean, that's where the magic happens. You make mistakes, you try to figure out how to fix it. You have the limitations, that's restrictions. You don't know how to properly fix something, so you find a workaround that's like a creative solution, and then something comes out looking cooler, sounding cooler, whatever. Yeah, fuck AI. Making bad art is better than making AI art. Yeah. If you listen to me ramble for this long, I appreciate you. Please subscribe to this channel and my other channel, Red Wizxrd.